Peter and I, being the oldest sibling in the family, we took over the bakery in 1974, but Peter grew up in the bakery as well. So he's been here longer than me, but I've been here too since 1974. And I'm pretty sure the year was July of 1980 that Terry Fox was on his run, and he was coming through Gravenhurst on his birthday, which was someday in July. And the reason I know it was 1980 was because my daughter was born in January of that year, and she was just a little baby. And I left her to go into town to the community center so I could see Terry Fox and see him with the cake. Now the cake, we were commissioned to do a cake for Terry Fox for his birthday because the town knew that he was going to be coming through here on his birthday. So my husband proceeded to make a huge cake in the back of the bakery. The cake ended up being 4 feet long by 2 feet wide, and it weighed 70 pounds. And he drew a map of Canada on the cake, and in green he drew Terry Fox's route, how far he had come to this point in Gravenhurst, and he drew in red the rest of the route that he had to go to get home again. So we were very excited that we had that job to do, because by the time he was coming to Gravenhurst, he'd gained a lot of notoriety. People knew about him and knew that he was coming, and everybody, the towns, like all the little communities along the way, have been out on the streets welcoming him through. And he was such an incredible young man. I just remember seeing him and thinking what a nice boy he was, and how humble he was, and nothing snooty about him or anything. He was just doing something that he thought was a good deed, and he was up to doing it, and he wanted to do this. And he was in the community center that night, and Peter and I went in to see him come through, and I saw him actually cut the cake, and he actually looked over and smiled at me and thanked me for the cake. So it was a very nice recognition in that. I just remember the heartfelt sadness that we all felt for him, especially because he was the one that had it, and for his family, and for just everything, that he had tried so hard to do something so wonderful, and he had done it as far as this point, and God just needed another angel in heaven, I guess, so God took him home. So, and it's so amazing to know that the schools and the communities all across Canada still have Terry Fox Day every fall, and I just think it's wonderful. I mean, he will never die. He set a legacy here on earth that the rest of us will probably ever do, but he did that, and that was just amazing about him. And I'm almost in tears now because I'm thinking of him, and I remember him. I remember his face so clear. He was just a sweetheart.
Thank you. Thank you.